From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here on WYLN News. I'm Ann Gownley. A Hazleton man was sentenced yesterday for witness intimidation following a fatal shooting on Alter Street. 28-year-old Ramon Cruz Maldonado allegedly threatened a witness from testifying against now convicted killer Rafael Mora Polanco. Mora Polanco shot and killed Jorge Marrero over a drug dispute on Alter Street in June of 2015. Cruz Maldonado pled guilty to one count of attempting to hinder the prosecution. He was sentenced to 6 to 23 months in prison by Luzerne County Judge Michael Vogt. He was credited with 533 days time served and granted parole because he has already served his minimum sentence. He was also ordered to not have any contact with any of the witnesses. A busy roadway was shut down in some areas as firefighters battled flames at a business in Hanover Township. Fire crews were called to the town business center on the Sansui Parkway around 10 p.m. Thursday night. A piece of machinery caught fire inside the commercial facility. Employees were in the building at the time of the fire, but no injuries were reported. The Sansui was closed from Cary Avenue to St. Mary's Road. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. 20 Hazleton City employees are breathing a sigh of relief today after Mayor Jeff Cassat announced that the layoffs that would have gone into effect on May 8th will not happen as of now. WYLN's Gary Perna has more on what the next steps are.
It is now round 3 or 4 in the Hazleton budget battle. As we reported Thursday, the mayor sent out a press release stating that actions taken by council on Tuesday will allow the city to borrow half of the $815,000 needed to keep employees working. Council voted 4-0 to borrow up to $420,000 to bridge the gap in the budget. Council also plans on using $80,000 from refinancing a bond issue to keep the streets department workers working.
We decided to allow the mayor to borrow up to $420,000. He took our olive branch and accepted that and is going to work on getting a possible loan. We're also working on bringing some money into the city, without raising taxes.
Thursday night, Mayor Jeff Cassat joined Tiffany Cloud on The Storm here on WYLN to talk about the city's money problems. He stated he talked to council months ago about borrowing money to avoid layoffs.
First, I introduced the borrowing months ago. And the layoffs, I'm strategically placing them where storms end in March. It takes approximately a month to do the spring cleanup, which is the street sweeping, and start patching the holes. So my idea was, let's get that stuff done. Let's take 4 to 6 weeks off now. Be ready for when the kids get out of school so they could maintain the playgrounds June, July, August, and then we'll have to go back into layoffs again after Labor Day up till probably November before the snowstorms come again. My thought was, let's not inconvenience the people as much as possible. So that's why I thought 2 short layoffs would be a better fit for the people if it comes to that.
Mundy said, though, sometimes the mayor makes decisions that are rushed.
So sometimes the mayor makes a decision without thinking, and we're there as council to be the watchdog for the city of Hazleton. We don't want to fight with the mayor. We want to get along with him. When he has a good idea, we're all for it, and we're all on top of it. But when he has a bad idea, we tell him.
The mayor is still not convinced that council's borrowing plan will stop layoffs down the road.
And it's definitely not going to work. I mean, the budget was passed with $376,000 worth of cuts directly from wage line items.
Okay.
There was $200,000 or so in land sales from the Water Authority property. There's $50,000 in DEA drug seizure money, which is illegal to put in. There's money from the airport, which you can't put in. It's FAA regulations against it. So right off the bat, I felt it was $815,000 short.
Okay.
Now, the tax rate did not increase. Tax rate has not increased in 5 years. However, this year, the budget, for 4 years, the budget was $9.6 million. Council cut it back to $9.2.
Cassatt said during the show that council has filled the budget with one-time fixes, and in the past, they have not worked.
I mean, that's questionable, but the problem is this piece of land for sale will probably not come to fruition till 2020, 2021, when and if PennDOT actually puts in an off-ramp or a connection from the off-ramp at 424. I mean, so that's years in the future. It's 4 or 5 years now that land sales from the HCA property have been in the budget. None has ever been sold. Even if it is sold, it's a one-time fix. It's something that needs to be addressed year after year. And that's been the problem for many years now. They're all one-time fixes and hopes that these things come in.
Mundy said council is willing to work with the mayor on fixing the city.
We're doing our best to work with the mayor. We didn't want the layoffs. You know, I think he made a rash decision, and he did not contact us in any way saying, listen, I'm going to lay off people. Do you have any ideas or do you want anything? He went ahead and did it.
The council president said he hopes the threat of layoffs won't happen again.
Doesn't come around in November, look to lay them off again before the election, because I'm really thinking that it had a lot to do with the election to try and make Dr. Soser and I look, point this in a bad light.
In Hazleton, for Wyln News, I'm Gary Perna.
Thank you, Gary. A former attorney who was involved in the Kids for Cash scandal claims that he is now in financial ruins. Robert Powell served time in prison after he pled guilty to felony counts of failing to report a felony in the Kids for Cash. He admitted to paying bribes to former Luzerne County judges Mark Chevarella and Michael Conahan. The once millionaire now states that he has a net worth of negative $5.6 million. He reached a settlement with the victims in 2015 where he agreed to pay $4.75 million up front and an additional $2.75 million. His negative net worth means that he would not have to make the second payment. Attorneys for the plaintiffs filed court documents last week seeking an order for Powell to comply with the settlement agreement. The West Nile virus has been found in mosquitoes in Schuylkill County. The Department of Environmental Protection collected a sample in Cressona on April 12th. Over 1,000 mosquito samples have been collected statewide so far this year. In 2016, 41 out of the 67 counties had samples that tested positive for the virus. West Nile is mainly spread by mosquitoes and causes flu-like symptoms that can sometimes cause serious health problems such as inflammation of the brain. People can protect themselves by using insect repellent and staying away from standing water. 16 positive cases in humans were reported last year. So far, none have been confirmed in 2017. We all have heard the term gerrymandering. The word is used when we start to talk about redistricting state House and Senate districts. So how do you fix gerrymandering? Well, one set of bills working through the state capitol calls for the power to go to the people, not the politicians. House Resolution 722 and Senate Bill 22 would begin the process to change the state constitution instead of having 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, and 1 neutral member drawing district borders. The bill calls for a Citizens Commission. The Citizens Commission would be comprised of 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans, and 3 independents. Agreement would come from a 7-person majority representing each of the commission's groups, and the commission itself would be determined by a vetting process and 2 lotteries. Coming up here on WYLN News, we hear from one congressman about the House passing the new American health care bill. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. And remember, you can get all of your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Thursday, the House took the first steps in replacing Obamacare by voting in favor of Trump Care. The bill passed the House with a narrow 217 to 213 vote. We spoke with Congressman Lou Barletta, who voted for the bill following his vote.
Well, it was a big day. After voting over 60 times to repeal and replace Obamacare, and it's important for people to know that Obamacare is collapsing as we speak. Many states, the insurers are pulling out where there is no insurance at all. Iowa just today came out that 24 of the 29 counties in Iowa will not have any insurer at all. Aetna just pulled out of Virginia. So the fact that we were able to pass something that puts health care back in control of the people, that the patient and the doctor will have their own relationship. You'll be able to pick your own plan. The plan will reduce premiums and deductibles. Under Obamacare, we saw our premiums rise 50 and 60%, and the deductibles are so high that many times people have an insurance card, but they don't have any health care because they can't afford to use it. So this was very important that we get people out from underneath that, and that's what we did today.
Now, before the Senate gets to work on its legislation, the Senate Budget Committee must first review the House bill and determine which portions of that legislation are in compliance with the rules of reconciliation, under which the bill only requires 51 Senate votes for approval. There is still a lot of unanswered questions about Trump Care and what it will cover. Schuylkill County's Director of Voter Services is reporting that more than 75,000 Schuylkill County residents registered to vote in this primary election. There are a total of 85,054 registered voters in Schuylkill County. That's according to the certified numbers from the election office. Pennsylvania has a closed primary, meaning only Republicans and Democrats can cast ballots on May 16th. The county has 43,071 registered Republicans and 32,161 registered Democrats, for a total of 75,232 eligible voters for the primary election. The last day to register to vote was on April 17th. There will be competition to secure party nominations for 24 borough, township, and school board positions, in addition to the state Supreme, Superior, and Commonwealth courts. The only county seats that are up for district attorney and sheriff do not have a primary run. Coming up on Packer Township's News Choice, 4 high school athletes are moving on to play field hockey in college. We'll meet them in just a bit. Plus, in Community NU, we are gearing up for a walk this weekend. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler-Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler-Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy
at making fine candy
for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land
that Victoria's candies
would one day be leading the rest.
Now that day is here,
for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. We're at the Hazleton Area High School. We're going to talk about an annual event that goes on to help bring awareness to suicide and talk about suicide prevention with the annual walk that will take place Sunday, May 7th here at the high school over at the track just across the street from us here. And the SAD Club along with the organizer for the walk are joining me now, and they play such a big part in this. So first, Samantha, you are the organizer and really the force behind the walk and for Help Stop the Silence. This is an annual event, and this is an event that is truly close to you.
It is. The event began not actually 9 years ago. It was a year following my son Kyle had taken his life at the age of 13, and at that time I had felt if there was more awareness and programs in place in this area that perhaps maybe he would not have made the same choice that he did.
So really, for the last 9 years has been your mission to make sure that you spread awareness about it. There have been support groups. We do the walk every year. So this really has been a driving force for you.
Absolutely. It's a force that, in hopes that it's not going to happen to someone else. I'm hoping that if we can continue to raise money and awareness and provide programs here in our community and educate people and, unite and show people that it's okay to reach out, we can decrease the numbers that way.
And you've been doing such a great job, and every time I get to interview her, she really, this is her driving force. She talks all the time to make sure we get the word out, and when we would be lost without you talking with this every year. And Amanda, the SAD Club has gotten involved with this. Your students help out every year, but why was it important for the SAD Club to be involved with this?
Being a co-advisor for the SAD Club, our club is based off destructive decisions, so I think it's really important for our group to actually be the voice for the school and really encourage everyone to attend and how important it is to raise awareness for this event.
And you've been taking part in it in a number of years as well.
This is actually my second year being the SAD Club co-advisor. It's only my third year teaching, so I'm pretty new to it, but I really enjoy it, and I plan on doing it from here on out.
Wonderful, and SAD is a great club here in the school. And these two students were like, oh, he's going to talk to us. But you guys kind of get the easy part. And when, where, and what is there to do for everybody?
This Sunday, registration's at 12. The event starts at 1. The SAD Club, we're giving out balloons that have positive messages at the bottom. And then when you let them up, and then hopefully when they come down, someone will see the message, and it will make their day better.
Wonderful. And you don't always have to participate in the walk, so there's things that are going on, but this is a great event for everybody to come out.
Right. There's music, tricky trays. It's just a great event.
Wonderful. So I know you ladies both be there working?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. So again, this is Sunday, May 7th, 2017, here at the Hazleton Area School District at the track and field, which is right next to the Early Learning Center, across the street from the Career Center. So come out and take part in this. This is a great event each and every year. Of course, like they said, food, turkey trays, a lot going on. There'll be a bounce house for the kids, and of course, you can walk and take part in this great event each and every year. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You. More news is headed your way after this.
Where are my customers? I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
Do you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online? Call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area. WYLN TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and surrounding areas. Send your resume to the email or the address on your screen. WYLN is an equal opportunity employer.
Students in Freeland had a special reason for celebrating today. Our Julie Stefanovic has the reason why.
Freeland Elementary hosted a Spirit Day to recognize players from both the boys and girls basketball teams. All experienced an undefeated season. The boys went 20-0 and the girls 18-0. Members of the community, including the Freeland VFW and the mayor's office, came out to honor the young athletes. Spirits were high for all of the players.
I'm very excited to be here. We worked so hard and we finally got our championship. So being here and having everyone acknowledge us, it's a great feeling.
It's a lot of teamwork, work together, and you always get what you want when you put a goal to what you want.
This is the second time in the school's history that such a goal was achieved. We spoke with principal and coach Joseph Barletta.
These boys and girls, both basketball undefeated teams, have worked so hard. But also you saw today in our assembly the ties between the community, our parents, our teachers, and it's just a family here, as a lot of the players have stated and a lot of the students that spoke today. I played a dual role here. I'm principal, but I was also the coach of the boys basketball team. So it is a great day here at Freeland.
The players acknowledged the support that they received from family, friends, and staff.
They've done so much for us, like my parents. They take me everywhere with such tight schedules. And the entire staff here, they're so supportive, and they would do anything to keep us going here.
A lot of work and perseverance had to come from the students throughout the season.
We had almost practice every single day and have so much tough competition in the league, and us to go 20-0, it's a great feeling.
Those moving on to the 9th grade next year had some advice for the younger players.
Work hard, strive for greatness, always go to practice, and if you dream it, you could do it.
To work hard, to never give up. It's always like a challenge, but it always comes out in the end.
Try hard, try their best to get what they want. Set a goal, maybe you'll get it.
The students that we spoke with today all plan on pursuing basketball as part of their educational experience. Barletta also hopes to coach again next year and lead his players to another amazing season. In Freeland, for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovic.
Thank you, Julie, and congratulations to the Freeland Whippets. Well, this week, 3 Hazleton area high school seniors signed letters of intent to continue their academic and athletic careers at NCAA schools. WYLN's photojournalist Ryan Osachi talked with the 3 athletes at the signing.
Misericordia. It's close to home, so I get to travel back and forth and not to be too close, but not too far. So it's a good choice.
So how excited are you to be playing in collegiate sport?
It's nice. I was set on giving it up, but I went back and I was kind of like, no, I'm not ready to give it up yet, so it's good.
Why are you going to give it up?
I was going to focus on school mostly, but now it's a different change, so it's good.
What are you most looking forward to at college besides sports?
The new environment, getting to meet new people, so it's not the everyday experience, but it's good.
All right, so what school did you go to and why?
I decided to go to East Stroudsburg University because they have a very good nursing program and their athletics is well known.
So why are you excited to be playing in college?
I'm excited to be playing in college because it's just a new experience and it'll open new doors for me in the future.
Do you think you'll be able to compete at that new level?
It'll be really hard at first, but I think I could step up to the plate and handle that.
So what are you most excited for college?
Definitely meeting new people and experiencing a lot of different activities and getting to learn a lot more and better myself.
I decided to go to Wilkes because it's close to home and I absolutely loved the campus and I loved the team and the coaches and nothing seemed bad about it. I couldn't find anything.
So what are you most looking forward to for college?
I'm mostly looking forward to meeting new people and the different atmosphere and just transitioning into the next stage of my life.
So how excited are you to be playing a collegiate sport?
I'm so excited to be playing. I can't wait to get on the field again and to play with new people and new coaches and different teams.
We're overwhelmed with pride. I mean, it is a goal that we have for them from when they're real young, and we work very hard. The girls work incredibly hard to get to the point where they can feel comfortable enough to play at that level.
Well, congratulations to them and their fellow field hockey teammate, Annie Mentler, who could not be there because of prior commitments, but she is headed to the University of Scranton. So once again, congratulations to all of them. Well, stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy
at making fine candy
for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land
that Victoria's candies
would one day be leading the rest.
Now that day is here,
for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton. Specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at sydist.com. Come experience the difference.